Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I am Steph Niccolo, yiayia one of yiayia's grandchildren. I was blessed to spend 29 years with the saint. And in those 29 years, I got to learn a lot of life lessons, like everyone here has talked about. And I'd like to go over a few of those. The first one is want small. It's something you learn from your grandparents as a little kid, running around, wanting everything, seeing every toy, and my grandfather would talk about getting my yiayia something, and the look on her face was like she bit into a lemon. She just didn't want anything. She had a roof over her head and her loved ones around her. That's all she wanted. And growing up, when I wanted to do something special for her, I'd say, "Yiayia, what can I do for you?" She'd go, "I want nothing." And I want to do something sweet, so I'd get her a gift card to Lunds, and she would look at it with just guilt in her face. And I'd say, "Yiayia, it's so you can buy flour and yeast and have enough lukumadas for me next time I come." And she would laugh and begrudgingly take the gift card. "Oh, yeah, I'm getting to that, don't worry. I ate all the lukumadas, never left any time. He was too slow." So again, that lesson is want small. It's never going to be the things in life you remember. It's going to be the people you spend your time with. The next one is love big. This is obvious. My grandparents loved us very much. It was a lesson they taught us on repeat. On top of loving big, love it any way you can. It's been talked about many times. The food she would make us. I would call yiayia and I would set up coming over and she'd say, "Okay, I make lukumadas." It's the way she would show me that she loved me. So the first time I come over, there's about 10. I eat them and I just take one breath and they're all gone. And she'd go, "Hey, are you still hungry?" And I'd go, "No, yiayia, I'm totally fine, don't worry about it." And then the next time there'd be more until finally one time there was about 50 lukumadas. And as Uncle Tom said, I'd eat them all. It was amazing. I'd feel a little sick afterwards. I like to eat healthy, and so I'd say, "Yeah, maybe we can just dial down the order a little bit." And so she thought about it, and she's like, "Okay." Next time I go over, there's about 40 lukumadas and 3 pounds of macaronia. And so I would just know every time I'm going to Yiayia's house, I'd have to work out for about 2 hours afterwards, just so I could feel normal by the time I went to bed. Every time she'd set the plate down in front of me, she would say, put it down and say, "Steffi, one day you'll have grandchildren. And you're going to say, I have yiayia. Her name yiayia, and she make me lukumadas." And then at the end of the day, she would kiss me and say, "Thank you for remembering yiayia." I'd say, "Yes, of course. I will always remember yiayia." Love big. Love any way you can, and show it the best you can. The final lesson I'd like to talk about is be present. It's funny because it's so simple, but today there's just so much going on and we get distracted by it. Think about the last conference call you had. Your email probably dinged twice, you probably got 10 text messages talking about what your plans were for the weekend. I like to practice this whenever I was with yiayia. I would put my cell phone away and I would just listen to her stories. And they were all gold. One of the favorite ones, which has been talked about many times, is being present with her yiayia. So she would sit down and she would say, "Steffi, your papu and I, we were married for 53 beautiful years. He would go to work and I would wait for him when he would come home. He never stuck the key in the door for 40 years. I was right there waiting for him." Think about it. This is 1 o'clock in the morning. My yiayia is just waiting, being present for my grandfather to come home. He never had to stick his key in the lock. She was there waiting for him. They'd sit down, share an apple together, and wander off to bed. Be present. When you're with the people you love, focus your attention. The final story that in my grandmother's tale would be after she passed away on April 4th, there was my grandfather. His finest suit, hat, beaming smile waiting for her. My yiayia walked into his arms, they held each other, and they laughed. They will want for nothing, love each other eternally, and they'll be present every second with each other. These are just a few of the lessons my yiayia taught me, and I want to thank everyone for being here, sharing their love, support. It means the world to all of us. Just know that yiayia is in heaven with her yiayia, looking down at us and smiling. Thank you so much.